On their way now as they just head on for the start of the Newcastle 10k. We've got the elite runners at the front there. You can just see Omar Ahmed on the right-hand side already starting to make waves. Sam Gabriel-Selassie on the left-hand side in the white vest with the maroon, is it right? The right colour? Maroon shorts. And Dougie Musson just behind him in the shades. Got Finn Brodie there with the Morpeth Harriers vest on. And I'm sure they'll be looking to make some, maybe stay with Omar as long as possible at the start, but it all depends on how he wants to run this race. We've got a lot of good quality athletes in here. I mean, Stacey, do you want to talk about some of the women potentially who were entered? Because we've got a pretty good field, a pretty solid field with that too, and especially when they're in amongst the men, we'd expect some fast times, especially after what we've seen last year with Jasmine Wood, 33.5 minutes, a European under-23 qualifying time. And picture now.
Yeah, so we've got some fantastic females that have entered into today's race. The likes of Molly Williams from Stockport Harriers. She was fourth in the Abbey Dash in 2022, and she also has a 5k PB of 16:24. Then we've got the likes of Camilla McNepsey. She's from Leeds City AC. She was second in the Top Flight Series for 2024, so we tend to see her pull out performances a lot on the Top Flight Series, and it's fantastic to see her pull up at the first of the Top Flight Series of 2025. Is apart from your 180 turn at the very bottom of the course, it's pretty much a straight line, and it's a fantastic course to get a PB and get into a really good rhythm of it as well. You know, you come across a lot of courses, and if it's a bit up and down, if it's twisty turny, sometimes it can really put a stop on your rhythm. But here you can get into a really nice relaxed state. You don't have to worry too much about any technical points on the course. We can see three of the female athletes there hitting the front. That is Molly Williams from Stockport Harriers. We've got Camilla McNepsey from Leeds City AC. And in fact, that is Charlotte Penfold from North Shields Poly. Now, that is a local Harriers there, so she will be familiar of the route down there in Newcastle along the quayside. And it's fantastic to see a local athlete come out here today on the Newcastle. And then I think in fourth, I think that's Doug Musson, isn't it?
Yes, Doug Musson with the glasses.
He turns out a lot for the Top Flight races. We saw him compete in a few of them last year.
And you can just see now Omar Ahmed, he's starting to hit the front. It looks like David Long's amongst there too, 66.12 in Valencia this October, just gone. He isn't letting Omar go. Omar's just looking to it behind him. Finn doesn't look like he's willing to let him go. I think he's determined to get a personal best out there today.
Now sitting on Camilla's shoulder as they head down, and this is a really straight road coming down as they go west on the quayside. There is Molly Williams, the Stockport Harriers. Now she's been really wise with her tactics here, just sitting on Camilla's shoulder, allowing Camilla to do all of the work, just being in that really relaxed running state. And you can just see there a No Shields Poly local Harriers athlete there just sitting with them as well.
Absolutely. And yeah, I mean, it looks like we've had one person. We've got someone who has hit the front at the moment. We're just coming up to the 5k mark. I'm not sure actually because that is it looks like a Highgate Harriers vest, if that is Monty Watson or not. I mean, if it is, he's going pretty well. I'm not sure if it is. I'm not sure if I've got that incorrectly. We will find out in just a second. I mean, when we get some more splits. But we're just coming up to 5k now, and it looks like it is sub 15 minutes pace. So that's with a conservative first lap. So I think we will be well on for potentially a course record if the athletes can pick it up a little bit more on the Omar or sit on the back of what is moving here on this movement. He could be in for a chance here. Doug Musson just hanging on the back as well. A little bit of a gap starting to show though, but there's a 3 minute at the front. The Highgate Harriers, the Morpeth Harriers, the Birchfield man.
There we go. We are watching Camilla put her foot down, turn up the gears a bit, and she is starting to pull away from Molly Williams. She is looking very, very strong, very confident. Now, as they come up, this is a very, very small incline, probably the biggest bit of incline that you'll see on this course. It is a very, very flat and fast course at Newcastle Quayside. Now, but just looking at this, it does look like Camilla has got a good gap now on Molly. So are we starting to see this race unfold and starting to see who our winner is going to be?
Back now to the men's race. You can just see Sam Gabriel-Selassie. I seen Omar Ahmed. He hit the front temporarily, and Sam was straight past Finn, and he was on the back of him, eyes like a hawk. But instead of sitting on him, he's just thought he's done the right thing. He's went straight past him, and he looks very, very smooth right now. He looks very relaxed. His shoulders are barely moving. His stride length is nice. He's smooth as butter. Omar's just behind him. He also doesn't look like he's gassing too hard right now. Finn's hanging on there.
I believe that is Molly Williams from Stockport Harriers. She was fourth at Abbey Dash in 2022. She does have a 10k BB of 33 minutes and 29 seconds. I wonder if she is going to get close to that today, because it is great conditions out there. She is also a physio and a running coach herself, and had a little look, and it looks like she's been spending some time at altitude as well. So very fortunate position to be in. And the camera's just panned round to the Leeds City athlete Camilla McNetsy, and she was second in the Top Flight Series last year. So like we said earlier on in the commentary there, that she is a fan of the Top Flight Series, and it's great to see her turn out once more for the 2025 season.
She's obviously motoring along at the minute, and she looks like she's going quite well as well. So we'll be interested. We'll keep an eye out on that and see how she gets on.
She does. She looks quite comfortable. Got a little bit of, I would say maybe a lateral arm swing there, a little bit of rotational. But if she can just keep her eyes ahead of her, using each one of the guys in front of her, trying to claw them back in, it's really quite encouraging. For when you're on your own in the middle of a race, it can be a little bit discouraging, and sometimes you can become a little bit comfortable in your own pace, your own space. But if you can just keep your eyes on the athletes in front of you and try and claw them in as much as possible, it's going to encourage her to keep going. We can see that I believe Sam has just made a move.
Absolutely. And it was a shocker for her as well, because I tell you what, I think most people were watching this after purely based off what we've seen previously in the Top Flight Series. Over 10 kilometres with his previous performances, would have expected Omar Ahmed to have made a move and broken away by now. But Sam Gabriel-Selassie, I mean, he looked easy. We were commenting on his way out that his shoulders weren't rocking. He looked smooth. He doesn't even look like he's barely breathing right now. And I was thinking, well, you know, last year's race, I mean, we all seen the epic battle between Callum Johnson, Dennis Kiplanger and Cam Allen, but it was all three men broke 30 minutes, but it was Callum Johnson and Cam Allen that really all the way to the line. Both guys running 29.28 from the gun.
But Sam's PB over 5k is 14:05. He can shift. He can put in a good kick at the end of a race. He's got the speed there, and maybe that's something that Omar needs to address. As we saw in Ribble Valley, you know, James West, they were able to put the foot on the gas and pull away from Omar quite comfortably. But Sam, you can see what a big gap he has now got on Omar Ahmed, Cam.
He does, and he needs to keep this pressure on, because Omar's not gone yet. He's not finished this race yet. He's still got to come back around and loop back round, back onto the Quayside Road before he hits the finish. But we're not far away. We're only 500 metres to go, so I mean, it looks like he is starting to run away from it if he keeps this going. He's just looping back round now, ready to come back onto the Quayside. Omar is pulling him back in a little bit, but I think it could be too late for him to come back in. Went 41 on the clock at the moment. Just over 300 metres to go. It looks like he's going to be under 30 minutes. He didn't manage to do it last year, but then again, I didn't see him racing a 10k on the road. I seen him on the Highgate doing that. I think this is going to bode well for him as we come into the track season. I expect him to see him again at Highgate, and by the looks of things, it's going to be his year. He's back for the win. He's going to take full points here at the Top Flight Series. He's just starting to pick it up now. You can probably see the finish. There's a bit of encouragement, a bit of adrenaline starting to pump. You can see the crowds are here. They're out supporting Sam, cheering him on.
Yep, and he has just gone under the time bridge there. He's coming into the home straight. Got around about 100 metres to go until that finish tape, but it looks like this is our winner. The first race of the Top Flight season, Newcastle 10k. Our winner is Sam, Gabriel Selassie, congratulations, absolute strong, impressive performance by him. He just pulled away from, what do you think, around about 2k, he started to put the foot down, just pulled away from Omar there. He takes away the silver from today. And then we've got local athlete Finn Brody, well done, congratulations. Morpeth Harriers, it's
Absolutely. And just Dougie Musson just missing out on sub 30 minutes there on the clock.
Race, so she is coming up to I believe she's coming up to the swing bridge there, so she's not got too long to go. She'll be in the last K or so of the race.
Absolutely. Camilla has been leading all the way here. The majority of the race has been done on her own, which is extremely difficult, I must say, but she is not deterred at all. It looks like like you say, the altitude training is clearly paying off. She's a physio herself. I can only assume she works extremely hard doing that. So to see that here paying off at the Newcastle 10k, walking away with maximum points, there's absolute daylight. You can't even see anybody behind her at the moment in time.
And we can confirm, Sam, Gabriel Selassie's official time for the win today was 29:45. Omar Ahmed in second, 29:54, and Finn Brody 29:57 for third position.
Just see now that Camilla is just coming down and round close, around the bends, as she comes onto the key side. And it looks like I said, she's absolute daylight between everybody else, on her own for most of the race. It hasn't deterred her. 32 on the clock at the moment, but it looks like she's only got about probably 200 meters to go before she hits the finish.
An absolute stellar performance by her today to go out there. She took it on from the very get-go, and she's been out there on her own. She did have a little bit of company with her for the maybe first 3-4k, but certainly dropped the guy around her, and has just been out there on, and that is so difficult. She's not really relaxed at all. She's pushed on through for the entire race.
Absolutely. It looks to me that this is going to be a course record, a big course record indeed. Jasmine Wood's time looks like it's going to be broken here today, the championship record. It was 33.5 minutes, but we're just hit 33 right now, so it's going to be 33 high. Is that going to be close to a personal best for her? It looks like it. She's never broke 34 minutes before, but it's looking like on the clock 33:15. But it looks like your Newcastle 10k champion is going to be Camilla McNisby. I do apologise if I pronounced that wrong, Camilla. My first time.
I've done it before. It's a difficult name to pronounce. Apologise, Camilla. We will get it right one of these days. But congratulations on the first win of the 2025 season. Her official time was 34:15.